Hi, I'm Augustine.
Hi, I'm Pei Shan, and we are the co-founders of UglyFood.
Agrifu is a social enterprise that focuses on reducing food wastage through different means. Blemished items that normally will be wasted can be used into fruit juices, whereby they have an additional life, a chance for it to be consumed again instead of being thrown in the bin.
On a weekly basis, we actually liaise with the suppliers to understand what kind of produce do they have difficult selling off. So in terms of damaged items, we either process them directly into our products like juices or sorbet. And on the other hand, for the suppliers, we actually resell it because they themselves is actually still very good conditions. We want to educate people that these are actually still good to eat. So through their first-hand experience of tasting our products, we hope that actually can change their views about how they view blemished items. It's very different from what my peers are doing. They're all working now, they're all getting a corporate job. But what I get out of it is doing what you're really passionate about, and actually through the process, it actually makes your values stronger. So in terms of programs that we run, we want to have another platform where we educate people directly through assembly talks in schools or corporate sharings. We actually also conduct food workshops.
Yeah, so majority of the people that we know of accepting the message of trying to reduce food wastage.
How we can see is youths emailing us about wanting to do UglyFood as part of their project. At the same time, when we give our sharings and all, we can see that especially for younger kids, they tend to be more energetic. So they are really eager towards the reducing food waste, and they are more receptive, and at the end you can see they really mean it when they clap their hands. Yeah. I started volunteering at an organization called Ground Initiative. I also started to be more interested towards diet health because my grandmother actually got some terminal illness, and I wanted to find out how I could possibly help her. And that's when I found out that our diet requires a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables to supplement us instead of eating all those processed food. So together with understanding that there's this issue about food wastage and these actually are still very good to eat and still nutritious, I thought it was a very good idea to actually marry them together, and at the same time inspire more to eat healthily and value food more.
The information is definitely lacking. Experience also. There was a lot more of lacking the right amount of knowledge and skill sets that was required to run the business within the industry itself. What kind of fruits is raw at certain temperatures, what can be mixed, what cannot be mixed, how to ripe things faster, how to store things. These things are definitely not your day-to-day curriculum. These are some stuff that you actually learn on the go. A lot of the food wastage comes definitely from overbuying. Definitely, please try to remember what's in your fridge. If you do require them to last a little bit longer, store them properly.
A lot of us, if we go to hawker centers, we see people will have food leftovers and everything. If you really want to reduce food waste, you have to make yourself feel uncomfortable and make the extra request. It has to be some trial and error because you do not know how much they actually will reduce your serving, etc.
How do you tell what is poor and what is just not?
It also depends on personal thresholds. Knowing your body, actually, to be fair. In terms of vegetables wise, mushrooms for example, if they're slimy, it's dangerous, definitely for sure. Fruit side, smell is probably your best ally. Majority of times, looks wise is deceiving. Bruises and all that, even if you cut them open, some parts are definitely still edible. So I would say it just takes a little bit more effort in terms of salvaging your food. Not saying that you will die, but you might just be uncomfortable.
Yeah, we have not died yet. I have an idea. So I think to strike a conversation with parents to talk about food wastage and anything, create an opportunity where, okay, weekly, let's create a meal together. So we just see whatever is left in the fridge and we can actually cook a meal together. And parents will love their children to spend time with them. And through that, start to talk about the idea of reducing food waste. I think it's quite a good idea to actually bond them and also spread the word.
Following a trend or being more acceptable towards sustainable actions will definitely cater more towards the young side. Try to convince your parents and so on. That'd be best. But it does start somewhere, for sure.
I think for youth, you can see like a lot of communications or like influencing is done on social media, and that's where youth can actually play a very strong part. When they share, it's actually reaching out to a lot of people, and if you really believe in the cause and you really want to speak for it, you can do more research, and when you actually build upon your content, more people actually be convinced. That's why you see like climate change is getting more and more traction and awareness because more and more are speaking about it.
Peer pressure.
Another way that you can do is be involved in the existing like projects or ideas that people already have, be it like startup or organization, so that they firsthand can have stories or experiences from people who already have their failures, and along the way, because they connect with more people, then that's when they start something, it's easier to spread the message because through their network they actually can build the business or idea faster.
For starters, you can check out NEA's website. It has a lot of information in terms of education resource, and it gives you a myriad of volunteer opportunities to actually check it out as well. You'll be able to be more involved inside the food wastage scene, and it's a good start for anyone. Sometimes you feel like you're a one-man army who's going against a very huge cause. It really honestly cannot be stopped by you alone, but naturally you still step forth and try to solve the issue yourself. And you still need to fight on. Probably, hopefully one day we can actually win and champion the cause itself, so that is the ultimate goal.